Veterans Day is a national federal holiday that honors and celebrates America's service members. Now, it traces back to World War I when, on the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month of the year, the Allied powers and Germany basically came to a treaty to end the war. Now, today at Arlington National Cemetery, it is a bustling event, and it involves the work of dozens of teams and many employees who work here all year round, but pay particular attention to how the grounds look on that day. Now, it's a team effort that is planned months and weeks in advance, with the week before culminating in final touches that are truly a hands-on-deck effort. It involves everybody from landscapers and those who worked with the trees and the squirrels, to those who are working in directorate offices to plan speeches and visits from government officials. We took a look behind the scenes and talked to some folks who do this work year-round and on this special day.
My name is Tyler Day. I am one of the electricians on staff here.
My name is Jay Walker. I'm the Chief of Operations here at Arlington National Cemetery.
My name is Stephen Van Hoven. I'm the Horticulture Chief at Arlington National Cemetery.
It's a pretty big process every single year. A lot of organizations that we coordinate with every year, from the White House, the Military District of Washington, of course, Veteran Affairs, as well as the local law enforcement that support the activities that we do here. So it's a 6-month process. We start early on to ensure everybody's on the same sheet of music to get us to November 11th itself. A lot of process meetings, a lot of IPRs, checking all the boxes to ensure that everything's in place and we're ready to go.
In the horticulture division, take care of all the grounds, trees, grass, turf, landscapes, plantings. So it's a lot, 639 acres, and there's just over 9,000 trees in the cemetery.
To be able to raise the flags up, obviously we use the lift. We tie them off to the rope and then raise them up out of the box and one by one clip them along the outside of the amphitheater. That's not the first time I've done it. Being the electrician, we're used to using the lifts, so that's why they kind of delegate that task to us.
Later this morning, immediately following this interview, I'm going to have a walkthrough with the White House, Veterans Affairs, U.S. Secret Service, and law enforcement to kind of walk through how we're going to execute November the 11th. So we'll start from start to finish. We'll continue the process.
We aim to really maintain the cemetery at the highest standard possible all through the year. Every day here is important at Arlington.
The eye for most of this is all on the visitors, their public safety, and to ensure they have a good event. So there's a lot of attention to detail put into how we interact with the civilian visitors that come here, as well as how we bring any of the government officials in, and what that experience is going to be like today. We also want to ensure that folks who may not come here for the Veterans Day observance, they understand that Arlington Cemetery is open for everyone else. If you got another monument or a gravesite you want to visit, it will be open, and we will ensure you can get there on that day.
Because on these days like Veterans Day, we have just a lot of visitation to the cemetery, and people will not only come to the event here at the amphitheater. A lot of families will go to grave sites, and so there's just a lot of extra attention to making sure that everywhere is, to the extent possible, is as good as it can be. I mean, it is the backdrop for everything. So whether or not it's a funeral or a ceremony or Veterans Day, wreaths across America, the cemetery is often in the public eye, and so we always, the team just takes pride in that. You see the pictures on the news or whatever, and there's a great shot, and it's just like, that's what we're here for.
It's a real honor. I didn't imagine that I'd be working here once I retire from the military, but it's a big honor just to be here, to witness it all happen, and to ensure that it goes off right.